Hi Pisces, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So guys, what we're going to do is I'm going to do a read for you and that other person. Now, keep in mind that that other person could be a friend, family member, as well as a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, or significant other. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Now I'll be talking to you, about you on one side, and you might resonate with the other side as well. So feel free to reverse the messages as you see fit. That happens sometimes. Now this is a read in terms of a general read. So please note that we'll be tapping into collective energies. So if you're looking for a personal read to tap into your own personal energies, you know where to go. theguidedintuitive.com up here or my description box below. Okay. Thank you all who have ordered the Beyond the Read sessions. They've been doing fabulous. We just were able to rid of another self-limiting belief, if I could say that, self-limiting belief. There we go, of another dear soul, and was able to help them move forward on a just much lighter journey ahead, more relaxed, more calm, and just being able to really focus on what it is that they want to do without that excess baggage. So if that's something that you're looking to do to eradicate the root of a situation of a limiting emotion, self-limiting belief, then this is a place to go to. It's called the Beyond the Read session up there and in my description box below. All right. So if you're not sure which service will be best for you, book our discovery session. Okay, guys, I just want to let you know, because a lot of times we have to personalize things that might fit your certain scenario. So if that is the case, then it might actually have to do a little bit of coaching, might have to a little bit do of a Beyond the Read session, kind of that type of thing. Depends on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you really want to achieve that goal, achieve that relationship, rid of that limiting belief, or to really reach the life that you really desire, open that business, whatever. So do keep that in mind. So book that discovery session here, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what your current situation is at this particular time. This is going to be for all Pisces sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus signs. Okay, so where you're at right now. Okay, so you first. Let's see where we're at. Here we go. Wow, speaking of which, here it is. We got revision. Okay, so there's something that you're going back to the drawing board in unconsciously, which would be internally, of course, or externally, that needs a little bit of revision. Now, if you're an engineer, then you might be rewiring something, in terms of that. But, we can also do, kind of reverse engineering internally as it relates to our subconscious and conscious belief systems. So perhaps there is something that needs some sort of revision, Pisces. Maybe it's the way that you think, and you've noticed that. And the beauty of it, and the first step, is acknowledging it. So congratulations on that, because that's what I see here. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here too, is that there's maybe been some sort of revision that kind of needs to take place here. And it's kind of this dragon that has been just, really kind of keeping you down a little bit. Okay, so that's exactly what I see here. So it's kind of like you're fighting the dragon that is inside you, internally or subconsciously, and it needs to be eradicated. Okay, so hence Beyond the Read, right? So, but this is what we're talking about here, and sorry for the glare, but that's what I'm seeing here. I do believe that you're recognizing it because you're seeing a connection with this as it relates to your shadow side, and it's all about acknowledging that and moving through that many times. Again, that's what I see. We're going to clarify. I'm going to pull some tarot on this too as well through the process, and we're going to use just a plethora of cards and see what angles and insights these other types of decks want to give us. So let's go ahead on the revision. What is here? Yeah. So you got a decision to make. It looks like there's a decision. Now, this could be you, having some sort of decision, or you might be working with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that sword type energy. But this is saying that you're at a standstill, a stalemate of some sort. It could be doing with two people, the number 2, right? That of which is hidden, which is the moon, right? So that's what I'm seeing here, that it has to probably do with your emotions a little bit. You have to see you're on the ground. So I think that you're thinking You know it does pertain to the emotions and pertains to that, but you still have your feet on the ground. I think you're pretty confident being able to make it. These shoes are yellow. Yellow is the color of the solar plexus of the I am, and this is saying that you have an opportunity to make this decision successfully. Okay, and just choosing, hey, this is what it would look like on this side. This is what it would look like on that side. And there's no right or wrong decision. Just keep in mind, it's just what it is at that moment. Because in life, it's not this straight line to success. It's not whether it's vertical or horizontal, it doesn't even matter. All it is let you know that you make a decision that puts you on this track, and then you zig and zag to your success. And bringing you to where you need to be or what feels right for you, okay? But you were recognizing some sort of revision needs to be taking place. There's a decision that needs to be made in this. I'm going to pull one more card to see what this is. Yeah, then it changes the direction in the Wheel of Fortune. So if something is not going right for you, Pisces, right now, just be aware, take heed, because things are about ready to change for the better, okay? So do keep that in mind. We're going to move to the other side and see what's going on with them, okay? Let's see what's going on, okay? Here we go. What is it? A revolution. Interesting. So they might be creating their own revolution, or a revolution might be happening internally within them, okay? Really rediscovering themselves, okay? So I do think that there is some sort of revolution that is taking place, some sort of change that is taking place within them. So that's exactly what I see here. And what's so interesting is that this is about not comparing you with that other person or you with anyone else. And I'm talking on this side for this other person, this who. It just means that, it means not comparing, that there's no, that of which you see in another, you have in yourself as well, okay? So this is about this is about them, stopping for a moment and truly claiming the life that they deserve, right? So that's exactly what I see, is that they're really creating their own internal revolution, their way, following their own instincts and their own intuition in this process, right? And it's leading them to the light. You've got the sun in their hand, even though things in the moon are, there's things that are left unseen, and not yet, revealed itself. This type of energy is taking on the movement of following their path, okay? Sometimes it's about planting the seeds. It's about harvest, it's not the harvest. Sometimes it's just starting from the very beginning. So I think that this person is developing their own internal revolution, okay? So there maybe is some sort of rebirth for this person, a new way of living life in this relationship or in this situation, okay? Let's clarify it with the tarot and see what wants to come out. Let's see what wants to come out here, okay? Let's see what that is. Here we go. The Page of Wands, a new beginning. Could have to do a new beginning with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or they could be taking on this type of energy, themselves in starting in a new beginning, hence, revolution, right? Okay, so that's exactly what I'm seeing here. Anything else that wants to come through? Yeah, it's a message. There is some sort of message that there is a discovery, okay? And they're following on that discovery, and they see there's some growth on the wand there, which means that it could be very, very fruitful. Okay, it doesn't mean it's going to be clear, because there's mountains in the background, meaning yes, I will see the growth. I know there's mountains that need to climb, but I'm willing to do this, okay? So it's quite beautiful. It could be in a relationship or in a situation, okay? One more clarification on this side as well. What do we get? King of Swords. So this is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This is someone that might be playing a role on this side as well, Pisces. So could be that... it could be that they may be taking on this energy, or they've got someone that really is of authority and is being very clear thinking and very intellectual in the process. So that could be you taking on this energy, or that other person taking on this energy, or someone close to them that might have that sign. So that's what I see. So what is the potential challenges? What are the potential challenges? The potential or the challenge in the situation? Starting over here with you first, Pisces. What is it? Potential or challenge? Patterns. So reading of any particular patterns that might be standing in the way. This is someone that's actually recognizing the patterns, kind of almost like they're taking their heart and saying, whoa, I'm seeing that, okay? I'm seeing that, okay? So there's a particular pattern, whether it started at birth, whether in childhood, that has been kind of looping around and bringing on to every, relationship or a situation on a repetitive type basis, hence creating some sort of pattern. So this is about looking into the patterns of your life and seeing which one is playing out repeatedly, okay? And this is about, eradicating some of those patterns that might not be serving you. Now, some might be serving you well. I'm talking about the ones that aren't, or the ones that are serving you well at this point right now in your life. They may have served you perhaps as a child, looking through your child eyes, but today with adult eyes, you might be seeing things a little bit more clearly and thinking, hey, this needs to stop. I'm recognizing this. How do I go about doing that? And this, the first thing is acknowledging it, which is so key. So congratulations on that. So that's what this is about. Again, again with the revision card and hence beyond the read. So this might be something you want to try to check out. Okay. So that's what I see here. I'm going to clarify this with the tarot and see what else wants to come out for you here. Yeah, there could be a pattern in this relationship that might be going back and forth that you might be recognizing as well. If it's a situation, you might see a pattern there too that needs to be brought to light. Okay, let's see what else wants to come out. Okay, clarifying the patterns. New beginning. Wow, you're realizing something. This is actually a message of some sort of manifestation and enterprise. So this could be that you've started on this new beginning, that you're recognizing these things and you want this new beginning. You're ready to embark on a new enterprise without these patterns and, reading of the patterns and completing the revision, right? And this is what's changing that Wheel of Fortune to give you this brand new beginning, right? Okay. And it's a decision to do that, right? You got to leave something behind in order to have this happen sometimes. So there you go. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other side. So the opportunity is the fact that you will recognize the pattern, the challenges that you won't. Okay. So we'll leave that to you and your free will. All right. All right. So let's go to this other side. What is their potential and or challenge? Here we go. Here we get moderation. So this is about moderation in love, taking their time in love. Maybe in the past that they've rushed forward pretty darn fast. You got the hummingbirds, which are messengers of love. Quite beautiful. But this is saying to pull back. And this is interesting because the hummingbirds are one of the only birds, I don't know, that I know of that can fly backwards, right? So hence moderation, pulling backwards as it pertains to love. You've got two little hummingbirds there. Could be two people in terms of a relationship or two sides of a situation. Take this situation in moderation, okay? Go slowly as it pertains to that, all right? So that's what I see for this person. Anything that wants to be clarified over here for Pisces? Let's see. Wants to come through. Yeah, this is saying to continue to persevere. Okay, persevere and work through this. Wand again coming through that really talks about the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type energy. Continue to persevere. Perseverance is really, really big here. Yeah, it's the 9, which is coming to fruition, right? This is all about, having that perseverance and having that resilience in this relationship situation, or be able to moderate, as your outpour of love, or as you step by step move forward in a relationship or a situation, take it in moderation, right? Could be even all sorts of things too, as it pertains to loving yourself. Moderation in terms of the food and things that you put into your body. I think that's really, really key too. And moderation around those of which, moderation and communication is what I see. See your throat chakras highlighted in blue? That's all forms of communication, okay? Anything of the sort. So moderate the communication that you have as it pertains to love or in a situation, okay? Just moderate that, all right? And continue to persevere, all right? Let's see what the strengths are on your side over here, Pisces. Your strengths right now. What is your strengths? Shifting. Nice. This is shifting, right? It's the shifting and moving forward for this new beginning, right? So that's what I like to see here. Yeah, shifting from the Wheel of Fortune to this new beginning over here. It does take a shift to get rid of, to go through, through a revision and patterns, and then to make this shift over here to leave that behind, right? To leave that behind and move forward much, much lighter, okay? And that's exactly what I'm seeing here. You're going through you're becoming a ship shifter, a ship shaper, or how do you want to say it? I'm getting into my own craziness here. But what is the word I'm saying, guys? Note the comments below. You know what I'm trying to, a ship shaper. Shift shaper. We did it. I'm gonna note that. I gotta be careful what I say here. Yeah, you're kind of like going through. You're changing the shape of this particular situation, of this dynamic, and you're leaning into the path of least resistance. Okay, so I don't think that you're trying to make things happen. You're kind of working with the universe to kind of shape this in a direction that'll allow you greater ease in the process, right? And a lighter version of being able to move forward in this situation. So yeah, so perhaps it's some sort of shift in your life that needs to take to make a change, right? I could get into a whole mess and being tongue-tied with this one. So, okay, laugh with me, guys, okay? All right, so that's what I'm seeing here. If we clarify this with the tarot, let's see what wants to come up with this shift that's happening in your life. Ooh, this is exactly what I was talking about, right? Being that change maker, right? And that's exactly what I see. Having all the resources available with the, you know, your confidence behind you, knowing that whatever it is that you can manifest, that you can bring also down on the earth plane, right? And that's what this is saying. You have all the tools necessary to manifest and to bring into fruition what it is that you want in this relationship or in this situation. So shift away, okay? Because that's exactly what I'm thinking that you've got the opportunity to do. What's going to help you in this? Let me pull a soul trees. I'm going to pull I want to pull one of these and see what's going to help you with this magician stuff as you kind of go through this different changes. Of course, they're going to say whimsical, right? Be whimsical about it, right? It's shifting, it's sorting. There's no particular way to do things, right? So be a little bit more like whimsical in the process, which is quite interesting. I don't get this a lot, but this is being a little bit more fanciful. This is being a little bit more free-spirited, okay, kind of approach that you take in this. So maybe that you probably hadn't done before, but maybe in this being a little bit more impulsive in the situation, that's what it's basically saying at you know, in terms of this time. It's going to help you. I guess being unpredictable is going to help you in this, okay? In terms of shifting on this. Anything else that can help you in this? Let's see what that is. Commit to your path, whatever that is for you. Committing to your path. This is gorgeous. So it could be in this relationship that you want to develop or in this situation. That's what this is saying. Make a decision. You know, where we started at the beginning where we had a decision to be made, right? It's saying that he wants you to make a decision and stick to it, right? And totally move forward with your goals. Continuously persevere. That's going to help you, right? So that's your strengths. Let's talk about this other person on what their strengths are on their side. What are their strengths? Moving forward, what are their strengths on this other side? Centering themselves, getting balance is going to be extremely key for them, okay? You know, just balancing things out, because when you balance things out, you've got a little bit more clarity of the perspective on the situation or the relationship. So allow things to settle down a little bit, because when doing so, it can bring growth, right? A lot of more growth of that which is unseen, all right? So do keep that in mind. Anything that can help this person on this side through the process. Let's see what that is. We'll pull some soul trees on to see what that is. Here it is. Having faith, right? Nice. Centering themselves, having, you know, really focus on having faith in this situation, and continuously to move forward with faith at hand, I think is going to be very, very key. So having faith in the process, in the relationship, not giving up. Anything else? Here it is. What is it? Gather, okay? So have faith. Have faith and gather. And I think that really gathering is really about gathering others around them that will support them through the process. Gathering is all about get together with family, get together with friends. That's going to be very key for this person in the process, you know, in the process, and to really connect with others to transform. All right. And that's going to help them to transform and have faith and get the center themselves. All right. And to balance themselves. Let's take a look at what the suggested approach is. All right. What's the suggested approach moving forward? Let's see what that is. Let's see, shuffle these a little bit more. Okay, here it is. What is it? Here it is. Formation, beautiful. Okay, things are now talking, are making formation. After you kind of like put your touch on it, right? You put it out in terms of manifesting, committing to your path, and being a little bit more unpredictable in your approach. Things are starting to come together. Okay, so it's sometimes you've got to lose yourself to find yourself. And that's exactly what I see here. You got to lose yourself to really truly find yourself. Okay, and that's what I see here. So keep that in mind. It's beautiful. It's exactly what I see here. You know what song I think of? Why do I think of the song when I see this? Lose yourself. I'm thinking of Eminem. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of. Gosh, it's just like I could just hear the lyrics right now, boom, 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 and I just really feel that that's just kind of like the formation is kind of coming together here. It's just really, really coming together, right? If you had one shot, one opportunity to seize anything that you ever wanted, thank you, Eminem. That's what's coming through here. In one moment, would you capture it or would you let it pass you by, right? So cool. One of my favorite songs, by the way. But yeah, so it's about committing to your path, and listen to that song. That'll help you, right? So I know it's an oldie, but it is a goodie, I think. It's awesome. So, all right, so let's continue this. Let's go ahead and take a look at this other person as to the suggested approach. What's the suggested approach? Is definitely to have faith. But yeah, let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through. Where are my cards? Here they are. Okay. So let's see what that is. Suggested approach. All right. Rediscover. So taking the approach also to rediscover. This is also about what it is that they need to know. This is about they need to know that they're rediscovering their childlike within them, as their adult self. That sometimes that, it's kind of connecting the coming together with that, rediscovering that of which you loved in childhood as an adult now. And it's seeing that light. The value of your childhood experiences brought to light by your adult self. So lots of different ways to look at this, but I think that, there's an adult self within a child, meaning that the child is predominant, and that the adult self is finding, it's got a crescent moon around it, which means there is unconsciousness and something's hidden. So I always feel that maybe in the adult self something was hidden, and it was something light, something that brought light to them as a child as well. So they're rediscovering themselves, perhaps, after, making some changes, getting their balance, right? And kind of going through that beautiful revolution. Okay. And anything else in terms of the rediscovery, in terms of maybe, what they need to know in terms of the rediscovery? That on this person on this side, the Empress, this is about they're very nurturing, they're very beautiful, they're very artistic, they're very creative, and they might be pregnant. I'm just saying, okay, the Empress for some of you, okay, since I was on that roll, okay. But that's what I'm seeing is coming up, is that they're realizing their own internal value, their own creativity, and creating that revolution. And now they're looking long term, right? The Three of Wands, looking long term at their goals in the process. Okay, so that's exactly what I see here. Now, what's the potential future overall? Potential future overall, your side, what is it? Magnetism. Ooh, Pisces, you got it. I think who else got this? The other person on Scorpio's side in their reading. So you might want to check that out. Okay. But this is magnetism. This could be magnetism between two people. There could be a significant connection between two people here that is undeniable. There's a lot of light, right? Also, it's what I see. And it's funny, I see another two birds here, right? We talked about the two birds on this side of the hummingbirds. These are two birds that are coming to you. So there's some sort of magnetism. This is saying, Pisces, use your magnetism that you have as it pertains to this new beginning, as things are all coming together for you. Use your magnetism, okay? And especially in your path that you're going down, because you've already done all this revision work, and that finishing up and clearing that out with your magnetism, there's no stopping you, okay? So anything that would want to come through to clarify that even more. I'm going to pull one other card here real quick. What is that? Wow, where you are is where you're at. This is about use your magnetism and let things come to formation, sometimes by being still, okay? So sometimes by being still a little bit, that you allow things to come to you, right? So, stay still until you're divinely guided to move in this relationship or in this situation, okay? And anything that's going to help you in that process, let's see what this is. Be inspired, okay? Be inspired to stand still for a moment. Be inspired, okay? And go within and to know that where you're at is where you are, and stay still until you're divinely moved, because you're co-creating with the universe. You're going to feel it. You're going to recognize it when you need to kind of go that next step. Things will reveal themselves to you. Light will be coming through. You'll be able to reveal. It'll be coming through, okay? And on this other side, what is the potential future? What does that look like? Potential future, what is that here? A renewal. There could be renewal in this relationship or in this situation. End of a cycle, new beginning, right? And looking down at that, right? And being blessed by this renewal. This is gorgeous. And anything that's going to help them out in terms of this renewal. Renewal in a relationship, renewal in a situation. Wow. You're in great company. Pull back to propel forward. Well, you guys are mirroring each other. I just got to say that, right? Pulling back to propel forward. Pulling back from a relationship, right? Pulling back from the relationship so it can be moved forward in divine timing. It's divine timing here, guys. Can't make that up. Divine timing. And what's going to help in the process? Here it is. Shine. So this is going to let the situation shine. Let the universe shine on this by having a hand in this. By, again, pulling back. And this is about having faith, too. This is a 16 card. 1 + 6 = 7, having faith, right? So faith that the divine is going to step in and shine the light on the situation. So, okay, guys, I hope this resonated with you in some way, shape, or form. And I look forward to seeing you at the second half of November. And until then, namaste.